don't fuss at me, but I'm here to add more books to your TBR. I'm sorry. One or a few of them might be book club picks for the rest of this year or next year. So you was gonna buy them anyway. So why not pre-order them now, cousin? Hello and welcome back to Shelby of the Book Club. I am Shelby Monet, and in today's video, as you see by the title, I will be telling you my anticipated reads, some of my anticipated reads for fall 2025. I love the fall time. It is the season of my birth. It is where I get to wear the most sweaters. We usually go to Rhinebeck in the fall. It's just so much fun. So here are some books that are coming out then that we can sit back, be cozy, and live our best bookish dreams with. Before we get started, remember that everything that I talk about in my videos is linked down below in the underneath bar. It's called the underneath bar because it is underneath the video. You're getting it. I heard you say it with me. From the lip gloss that I have on down to all of the books that are linked and multiple ways that you can purchase them if you would like to support this channel. And most importantly, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it for real this time. So first, I actually want to start with what I am currently reading, which is Cursed Daughters by Oyinkan Braithwaite. This is the author of My Sister, the Serial Killer, which was one of my favorite books a few years ago. So I've been waiting for another book by her. I think a lot of people didn't like My Sister, the Serial Killer because they were thinking too seriously about it, when it's really satire. Like, it's supposed to be funny. If you read Nigerian lit or have ever been around Nigerian people, they kind of speak in this riddle that's very sarcastic. It's the way that they tell stories. It's like, that's just who they are. And I picked up on that early and I loved that book. So I would challenge you to reread that book so that you can have a different experience, because it's actually a really funny book when you think about it. This tells a story of Iman, who gives birth to her daughter on the same day that they buried her cousin, who was her best friend. And because her baby resembles her cousin so much, the family believes that it's some sign of reincarnation and that the baby is going to follow in the footsteps of this cousin down to how she passed away. I'm only a few pages in and I am already hooked. Pre-order this. I think that's going to be a bunch of people's favorites. Next on the list, I have Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. This will be my first R.F. Kuang book. I attempted to read Babel. I tried, what is the series? The Poppy Wars series. Couldn't really get into both of them, but this sounds like it's going to be my jam. So it is a romantasy. I know some people don't like that, but it is a romantasy. It says Alice Law has only ever had one goal: to become one of the brightest minds in the field of magic. She has sacrificed everything to make that a reality: her pride, her health, her love life. Hey girl, I'm telling you right now, it ain't worth it. Stop risking yourself, cousin. And most definitely her sanity, all to work with Professor Jacob Grimes at Cambridge, the greatest musician in the world. That is, until he dies in a magical accident that could possibly be her fault. Oh, shit. Grimes is now in hell, and she's going in after him. What? Because his recommendation could hold her very future in his now incorporeal, I don't know if I'm saying that word right, hands, and even death is not going to stop the pursuit of her dreams. It does say Dante's Inferno meets Susan Clark's Paradisi. I tried real hard with those words. That sounds good. I haven't seen many reviews of it just yet. And that's a little alarming. But that comes out the end of this month, I believe. So kind of fall. Next, Positive Obsession. This is a nonfiction about Octavia Butler. If you know me, you know I love Octavia Butler. Kindred is one of my all-time favorite books, and I'm still working through her catalog. Maybe that'll be a book club pick next year. But in this outstanding work, Susanna M. Morris places Butler's story firm within the cultural, social, and historical context that shaped her life: the civil rights movement, Black power, women's liberation, queer rights, and Reaganomics. Morris reveals how these influences profoundly impacted Butler's personal and intellectual trajectory and shaped the ideas central to her writing. Her cautionary tales warn us about succumbing to fascism, gender-based violence, and climate chaos, while offering alternate paradigms for religion, family, and understanding our relationships to ourselves. Family and understanding our relationships to ourselves. You know, punctuation is important, and I think a lot of times y'all are not reading sentences with the flow of punctuation, and that is why y'all don't be understanding stuff. Butler envisioned futures with Black women at the center and raised our awareness of how those who are often dismissed have the knowledge to shift the landscape of our world. But her characters are no magical martyrs. They are tough, flawed, intelligent, complicated, a reflection of Butler's stories. I am super excited to read this. Now, I am a little apprehensive about reading nonfiction. So this will be something that I would immersively read, and I'll probably take my time reading it so that I am picking up everything, because I'm just not as confident when it comes to reading nonfiction, but I'm super excited about this. Next, Akwaeke Emezi has a romantasy coming out. It is called Son of the Morning. I love Akwaeke Emezi. It's little that they've written that I did not like. So this one, it says a steamy romance of forbidden love, or a steamy romantasy of forbidden love, heavenly secrets and earthly desires, tangled in a southern gothic tale of angels and demons. Tender-hearted Galilee was raised by the Kincaids, a formidable clan of Black women sequestered deep in the weeping willows and dark rushing creeks of their land. Galilee has always known that she's different, that there is an old and unknowable secret around her very existence. It has been a hollow ache inside her since her childhood, something she assumes she will always have to live with until she meets Lucifer. He's fronting as the head of security for her wealthy friend. Friend's family, protecting a mysterious ancient artifact, but from the moment she lays eyes on him, Gally knows he's not human. From her first touch, Lucifer knows something even Gally herself doesn't, that she isn't human either. Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a good time. And knowing Akwaeke Emezi, they just do the thing with books. Next, The Wilderness. If you are in the Discord, you know The Wilderness is one of our book club picks for Q4 of the year. Shameless plug, you should join Shelby in the book club. It is the most relaxed book club you will ever be in. We have a book discussion once a month. We talk in the Discord every day, all day, not only about books, but all sorts of things. I put all my recommendations and reading updates in there. I put book events in there, all sorts of stuff, TV adaptations. We chat in there all day long, okay? It's where you should be. It's where you should be. The link is in the underneath bar. So, The Wilderness. I think this is going to be our modern day Waiting to Exhale. Like, I think this is what it's going to give just based off of the synopsis. And I've had this for a while and I have not read it because I know deep down it is a book that is meant to be read as a group. So, an era-defining novel about 5 Black women over the course of their 20-year friendship as they move through the dizzying and sometimes precarious period between young adulthood and midlife. This is her first book in 10 years. Well, she hasn't written her, what am I trying to say? Her debut was 10 years ago with the Turner House, which I will be reading before we read this, just to get an idea of what her writing style is. I just knew I had to have this book. Look at this cover. I can't wait. I also did get tickets to the book event on September 16th when the book comes out. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We will be reading that in October. So rub your pennies together. Get your things. The link is down below to pre-order. Next, I have I'll Make a Spectacle of You. This is by Beatrice Winfield Eicher. Maybe that's how you say it. This had me at HBCU. Okay, the cover, as you can see, is a little spooky. But it says, Zora Robertson is an ambitious grad student in her dream program, Appalachian Studies. Oh, yes, 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 yes. At Brixbury University, when her thesis advisor hands her a strange diary and suggests she research the local folklore about a beast roaming the woods surrounding campus. Come on, story. Obviously inspired by Zora Neale Hurston. Come on, somebody. Zora finds a community uneager to talk to an outsider. As she delves into the history of the beast, she uncovers a rumored secret society called the Keepers that has tenuous ties to the beast and Brixbury itself. What? Y'all. Oh, I need this by tonight. Who I got to talk to get a copy of this? Whom? This doesn't come out until November 18th. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I need an advanced copy of that, because I want to read that today. Okay, that sounds so good, and it is obviously inspired. If you guys didn't know, I'm not even gonna tell you. You should do some research on Zora Neale Hurston, because that is basically Zora's whole story right there. What? Next, we have Family Spirit. This I'm excited to read too. Very much need more magic in books. Okay, I need more witches, warlocks, black creatures. I need them immediately. Lil, who was heartbreakingly banned from the Mace home, decides decades ago, I can read. Roll the footage from the top. Lil, who was heartbreakingly banned from the Mace home decades ago after violating a sacred vow, has returned to Philadelphia for a medical procedure. She settled into the chaos of her brother's home, where his daughter, Ayanna, who recently dropped out of college in her senior year, has returned. Ayanna has inherited the knowing gene, which the Maces believe has been passed down to at least one girl child in every generation from as far back as they can trace. But her mother has tried to convince her that she is nothing like those weird Mace women. To keep the peace, Ayanna lies to everyone, to the Maces, insisting she never felt a knowing. To her mother about participating in the rituals, and to herself about her relationship with a man who helps her recover time and again from the mania that she experiences after seeing into the future. This one comes out in August, or it might be out already. I think it's out already. I really would like this. I need to hurry up and read this, because this sounds like it's going to be very good. So I'll probably throw this in rotation at some point this month. Then, y'all know I'm apprehensive about YA books. Y'all know that I am. But Tiffany D. Jackson has not disappointed me when I have read her books. She just hasn't. So when I saw that The Scammer is coming out, which it comes out October 7th, I was like, oh, I absolutely have to read this. And I believe I was sent the advanced ALC for it. So I might listen to it this month. But this says, out from under her protective parents, Jordan is ready to kill it in pre-law at the prestigious historically Black university in Washington, D.C., where her new roommate's brother is released from prison. The last thing Jordan expects is to come home and find the ex-convict on their dorm room sofa. But Devontae needs a place to stay while he gets back on his feet. And how could she say no to one of her new best friends. Devontae is older, as charming as he is intelligent, pushing every student he meets to make better choices about their young lives. But Jordan senses something sinister beneath his friendly advice and growing group of followers. When one of Jordan's roommates goes missing, she must enlist the help of the university's lone white student to uncover the mystery, or become trapped at the center of a web of lies more tangled than she can imagine. That sounds good. Tiffany D. Jackson don't miss at all. Next, we have The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Shuri. It says, in an England fueled by stories, the knight and the witch are fated to fall in love and doom each other over and over, the same tale retold over hundreds of lifetimes. Simran is a witch of the woods. Vina is a knight of the queen's court. When the two women begin to fall for each other, how can they surrender to their desires when to give in is to destroy each other? As they seek a way to break the cycle, a mysterious assassin begins targeting tales like theirs. To survive, the two will need to write a story stronger than the one that fate has given to them. That sounds good. And I actually really love this book cover. It's beautiful. That comes out October 21st. This next book, y'all have been listening to me talk about this book for a long time. Grey Dawn by Walter Mosley. Y'all know that's my uncle in my head, and he has a new book coming out. This is a Easy Rawlins book. So it says, the name Easy Rawlins stirs excitement in the hearts of readers and fear in the hearts of his foes. I know that's right. His success has brought him a thriving detective agency with its first female detective, a remote home, and shared with children and pets and lovers high atop the hills overlooking gritty Los Angeles, and more trouble, more problems, and more threat to those whom he loves. In other words, he's still beset on all sides. A number of below-the-law power brokers plead with Easy to locate a mysterious, dangerous woman, Letitia James, though she's gone by another name that Easy will immediately recognize. In 1970 Los Angeles is a transient city of delicate, violent 1970s Los Angeles is a transient city of delicate, violent balances, and Letitia has disturbed that. She also has a secret that will upend Easy's own life, painfully closer to home. Yes, I'm reading it. Ooh, this next one. Psychop and Circumstance. First of all, look at this cover. Just look at the cover. Wherever it's at. Whether it's over there or it's over here. Is it over there? It's probably over here. It is so beautiful. So this says, Fee St. Margaret is a daughter of the Reconstruction, born to a family of free Black business owners in New Charleston. Coddled to within an inch of her own life by a mother who refuses to let her daughter live a life other than the one she dictates, Fee yearns to demonstrate she's capable of more than simply marrying well. When word arrives of her Aunt Cleo, long estranged from the family, has passed away, Fee risks her mother's wrath to step up and accept the role of Pomp, the highly honored duty of planning the funeral service. Traveling alone to the town of Horizon and her aunt's unsettling home, Fee soon discovers that visions and shadows beckon from every reflective surface, and that some secrets transcend the borders of life and death. I haven't read anything by Eden Royce before, but there is someone I follow on Threads that has talked about Eden's work, so that made me super excited. And then we have Black Cherokee. This is by Antonio Michael Downing. This, I've had the advanced copy of this for a little while, but this says, Ophelia Blue Rivers is a descendant of Cherokee freedmen, Black people formerly enslaved by wealthy Cherokee in the American South. After emancipation, these former slaves were freed, but their belongings to the Cherokee Nation remained a point of controversy. Their town in Isisle, once a reservation, still lives with the wounds of its disbanding when the town and the river that sustains it are put in mortal danger. Personal rivalries threaten their survival. Against this backdrop, Ophelia begins her spirited, at times harrowing search for place and family. She must discover, what does it mean to belong when belonging comes with such a high price? I love a good coming of age story, but something about Black Cherokee just caught my eye. This cover is absolutely beautiful though. And then last but certainly not least, The Bluest Night. I love Aaron Philip Clarke. I don't know if I've told you that, but this series is very, very good. I read the first one. I read the first two. I need to read them again, but I definitely read the first two. I need to read them again. This one says, families are complicated. Former LAPD detective turned private investigator Trevor Finnegan might have only just learned that he has an adult half-brother, but when Avery Dixon goes missing along with his girlfriend Keisha, he springs into action to track his sibling down. Sign me up. And the audiobooks were very good. That comes out October 2nd. I love a good mystery. I feel like Aaron Philip Clarke is definitely in the mind of an S.A. Cosby, a Walter Mosley. If you like their books, you'll love his books as well. That is it, cousins. It wasn't a long list. I didn't do too bad. Let me know which ones you guys will read or are interested in reading. What are y'all going to purchase? And leave me a banana emoji. I think there's a banana emoji. I don't know. If there is, leave me a banana emoji. I love you. You are kind, you are smart, and you are important if no one has told you today. Bye.